Hello, friends. Hi, Joey. Welcome. Let me turn off the sound. Hi, Joey. Welcome. How are you today? Hi, Kim. How are you today? No problem, Kim. I understand. I'm going to be coloring with the Holbeins today. I'm going to try to use just the pastels. This looks like an Easter picture to me. Oh, good. It's probably better. So what's everyone doing on this? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. How's her dad handling things? Remember, I'm live. Rollies. I'm live. Sorry, guys. Oh, I bet. It's just so sad. I mean, like I said, it was a, it was a relief in a way, but then it, made it all real and, brought everything up again. I mean, it's horrid. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. Is the picture and the sound okay? Yeah, I know that's so hard. And it's just, it's so sad that it's been, several months long of, just not being able to finalize everything and say goodbye. And well, I had 2 root canals and they prepped for 3 crowns yesterday. So I was in the dentist chair for 3 hours, which didn't do good on my back. And then, and I even stretched trying to do a little bit of yoga in between. But, and then when I got home, first bite of food I took, the one of the temporary crowns fell right out. So I had to go back in. You know, it just happened. It was actually 2 of them that fell out, but they were connected kind of because of their tooth. The tooths are right next to each other. So I've never had a root canal before, and it's pretty sore. I didn't realize I was going to be so sore afterward. Now, one of them doesn't hurt at all, but the one that's right where I chew, the other one's in the back, and I don't think you chew as much with the very back teeth, but the other 2 are one and numbers 2 and 3, so they're 1 up from the back and then 2 up from the back. So I chew right on those, and my jaw is so sore. Plus, you know, having your jaw open for that long is just awful. I don't know if a lot of people are going to come on. I would think a lot of people are still at home. I don't think people are going out. I just see that it's just getting less and less cars on the road. I can see everything from my apartment, and I just see that it's just lessening out there. I don't even see people walking around. I hope we're early enough that some of my friends from the UK can jump in. You know, we're all here for you, Kim. You're such a big part of the community, and everybody, you know, really cares about you and respects you, and you do so much that, you know, I hope you know you have friends, and we're all thinking about you. Oh, that's so good. I'm glad. Oh my gosh. That's awful. So have you two been coloring a lot? That's funny. I didn't go to bed till, I don't know, 4 this morning. I was coloring and just enjoying myself, trying not to think about my mouth. It didn't hurt quite as bad last night as it did this morning when I woke up. But my son had washed my sheets while I was at the dentist. You know, all my bedding on my bed. And I just love to sleep in clean sheets. It's just so lovely. And I just think I sleep better when the sheets are clean. Since the last page was so bright, I'm thinking of going really light with this page. Real soft colors. So what are you coloring on, guys? I don't think I've used the Holbeins in this book, and they feel weird. I think I've only used the, I think I've only used polys in this book. I didn't realize how textured the paper was. It's a different feeling with these Holbeins. You know, I just checked it out because the new channel Carolyn Colors, or it's her name, it's her last name is her channel. She was on with us the other day. Oh, this is the one I can't, it's around the world, or a trip around the world or something like that, by Erie. She said she had bought her Holbeins at Amazon Japan, and I went in there, and you can get them from Amazon Japan, taxes shipped, all of it together, I guess there's no taxes, for $233 for the entire set of Holbeins, the 150 set. I was like, what? I almost bought a set just because. I was like, no way. I can't believe that price. And they're just such beautiful pencils. And you can buy them open stock there too. And they didn't seem too much. I found them at Jackson's though too, if anyone 233 is outstanding, I think. I think they were well over 300 when they were here in the States, and I paid, you get them for over 300 if you buy them in the UK and have them shipped here on Amazon, from Amazon UK. And then I bought mine on eBay and I spent 300. So 233 is a pretty good deal. When you go to the Amazon Japan website, it just you can select it in English, and you don't know what the price converts to until you go to check out. Yeah, it is a lot for pencils, but you know, and they're definitely not needed, I don't think, unless you're a true artist. You know, I buy things because you know, part of this hobby to me is the collecting and the, you know, having the stuff and trying out all different things and stuff. But there's no need for the higher end pencils. You can always, you know, if you're wondering what the price is, you can always go to a price converter website and put in, you know, I just cut and paste or copy and paste, and then I find out what the individual price is. Or you can go through the checkout process and you can find out the price before you have to finalize it, so that way you know how much they are. And the final price was $233, and that's for 150 pencils, and you pay and you end up paying, excuse me, you know, $160, $170 for Caran d'Ache luminance, and those are only 76 pencils. So luminance are definitely the most expensive, but Holbeins, because we have to go overseas to get them, makes them a little more challenging. But, you know, like Christine said, you need to learn one set of pencils and master it. And I'm like, well, I feel like I'm good with Prismas, so I can do Prismas on most things, and I know the colors really well, and so I don't know if I want to. I'm really just loving these Holbeins right now, so. And I don't like to combine my pencils. I don't like to use you know, different sets at once. I make a big enough mess with one set. I don't need a second set out. Do you have the Holbeins, Joey? So are your schools closed there, Kim? Is your granddaughter out of school? I had to do a lot of blending for that background I did on the 21MAR2020 page I did with the neon colors, and the background took a lot of blending. And we'll let her go see Grandma for a while. So my thumb, if I take the brace off, oh my goodness, it's so painful. I did it with my thumb in the brace, but I'm sure I still tweaked it. So I should get my permanent crowns in about 2-3 weeks, and I'm hoping that they said that it doesn't take much to put those in. It's not a hard appointment. I don't mind the dentist. I just can't. The chair, for some reason, those chairs just like kill my back. And then what happens is my back affects my hip, because it's, you know, the problem in my back, either one caused the other, I'm not sure. And then just getting your tooth ground down to nothing. I hadn't realized what a root canal really was. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Oh. Has she been exposed to it? Oh, my son's getting loud. I'm not sure I like the hold lines on this paper. It really takes a lot of the pencil. Oh my goodness. He's going insane in there. Oh, gotcha. So if they're working, who is she staying home with? Do they work opposite shifts? No, doesn't your daughter have MS? Well, that's a good price, Joey, for them at the Amazon Japan. I think $233 is an amazing price. Oh, wow. She was offering, you said? Oh no, she was just telling you. Well, that's not very nice. Well, I hope your daughter doesn't get it, Kim, because she's got compromised health. Oh, my back is doing a snap, crackle, pop. I wonder why we're not having more people coming on. I'm surprised. What do you think this little creature is? I can't tell. Hedgehogs don't have tails, so it's not a hedgehog. Is it a weasel, I think? I don't know. Weasels I just don't think of as being cute and cuddly. It looks too small to be a fox. Could be a rat, but again, not thinking rats are too cute and cuddly. Hi, Patty. Oh, thank you, Patty, and I hope your pain gets better. And you lurk away, my dear. catfish? Are you saying this is a catfish? I'm not sure if Joey's gonna eat some catfish, but it looks like, or if you think that's a catfish. But I don't think that's a catfish, Kim, if that's what you're saying. That's funny though. Now I'm confused. Oh, it's got the face of a fish. Well, it would be a dead catfish considering it's laying in a bunch of leaves, so that'd be pretty morbid, but I could color it as a catfish. I think it's some kind of, like an opossum. It's got a thin tail. Or what about, it's not a squirrel. What if we make it, Joey. Well, some are stalked by catfish too. Oh, I've dated and been married to a few of those. I think it's I don't know. I don't know what it is. A woodchuck? No, I don't think it's a woodchuck. Do you think it's really, do you really think it's a woodchuck? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck lots of wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I kind of stumbled on that. You need to eat, Joey. You probably... Yeah, I don't think it's a mouse. The tail's too fat for a mouse. What else is there? A groundhog? I don't know. I have no idea. A ferret? Do you think it's a ferret? A woodchuck? I don't even know what a woodchuck looks like. Can they have big teeth like a beaver? I don't know. Well, I'm not ready to color him anyway. I'm still coloring these leaves. Kind of taking my own sweet time. Oh, excuse me, I burped. My own sweet time on them, aren't I? This background just makes me want to relax. And you know, those bed sheets are so cozy. I never go and lay down and take a nap, or I don't lie in my bed. I don't lay in my bed and eat. I don't lay in my bed and watch TV. When I get out of bed in the morning, I don't go back into it till nighttime. But no, this having to stay in instead of choosing to stay in has just kind of made me lazy. I don't know how to explain it. So I kind of want to lay in that bed with the nice clean sheets. Sounds so cozy. But if I do that, if I happen to fall asleep, I will not ever go to sleep tonight. If I take a nap during the day, I cannot, absolutely cannot fall asleep at night. I'm really being sloppy today too. Messy and sloppy. Lazy and sloppy. I sound like the makings of a good husband. Oh, that's terrible. We can't be man-hating today. That's not nice. This is a time when our country's coming together, so we shouldn't be bashing men, right? But that was pretty funny. Did you guys just hear that there's like 17,000 cases now because they finally have, tests? They might look much darker on screen. Oh my gosh, I'm lazy. Lazy. Oh my gosh, and I'm really behind. It just moved for me. And I moved it when I said it's much darker. You guys see it's even dark there. Let me see if I put it up. You guys can see the bright color. Nope, it still looks dark. It's much more spring bring. What did I say? What words just came out of my mouth? It looks more spring green from Prismacolors than it does on the screen. I don't think I was speaking English right then. Whoa. I got so smart. You guys want to hear how smart I am? My desk, for some reason, rolls this way, rolls towards me whenever I lay something down. Now, if there's a book there, it'll stop it, but I can't stand my pencils will roll up under my book or get caught right at the edge and I can't see them. So what I did is under the big mouse pad that I have here, and I just put a ruler across, so it just made a little bump. So I have this nice little pocket where my pencils will just stay right in front of me. I thought that was pretty creative. If I do toot my own horn. Did you all see my lazy frog on Instagram? Wasn't that the cutest darn thing you ever did see? That frog is just precious. Do you guys use a blending stick? Do you guys use white to blend? Do you use Gamsol? Oh my God. Slap me, I can't stay awake. I hope these aren't ambulances going out to the homeless who are just drunk and going through the DTs, or I mean I know that is a critical situation, but most of the time they just want to get drugs because they're coming down from whatever, and they'll use the call 911 or have someone call 911, and then we just don't need our hospitals being inundated with non-essential emergencies. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've gone through phases where I blend, and I've used the Caran d'Ache. I usually use the Derwent over the Prismacolor blender. I do like the Derwent. I like that it's a fatter pencil. First off, it doesn't wear down as quick, but it also is easier to hold. Oh my goodness. Well, somebody should just really, I don't know, shake me. I keep going out of the lines. It makes me mad. Or I'll use the white or buff titanium from Karen Dash. This is what I'll do right now and see if I like that better. Yeah, that's making it too white. It's not giving me the color in the middle like I want. I try to, well, I like that it's giving the color. I just think I'm probably going to switch pencils after I get this bush done or these leaves done, because I think this is using too much pencil. There's just no sense in using whole lines for this. Hey there, sexy Tammy. How are you? How have you been? Hanging in there. I had 2 root canals done yesterday, and they prepped 3 teeth for crowns. So I was in the dentist chair for like 3 hours. And then I had to go back later in the afternoon. So my back is sore from the darn chair, and then my mouth is pretty sore. I've never had a root canal, so I didn't realize what it entailed, but I'm okay. I'm eating some Greek yogurt with honey right now. Plain Greek yogurt with honey is so delicious. It is. It's so good. I like the I like raw honey, and Costco sells some pretty good raw honey, and then they sell the Greek yogurt. They sell an organic brand. It's an organic blend. It's their signature brand, and it's so cost effective, or what's the word? Budget friendly. Yeah, it's so budget friendly, and it's really good. I'm pretty picky. I try not to eat. Well, I try not to eat a lot at all, but that doesn't always work. But I have to eat a high amount of protein, and Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, they're real good sources. So I do eat a lot of Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, so I'm pretty picky about both, I figure if it's something I have to eat a lot of, that it should be something I really enjoy. Oh, Tammy, that's a bummer. I love my Costco, and I can I can order online. Right now it's a bit of a hassle, but so is going to the store. I'm pretty sure there's lines. There's lines at all stores. So if I don't have to go to the store, you know, we live in a high rise, so that means parking in the parking structure and then bringing it all up the elevator. And you know, if we get dog food, and it's like, oh, I'll pay a little bit extra to have them deliver it. So worth it. So if you guys get bored with the ocean sounds, I can always switch to something else. We can do forest sounds, or a stream, or I mean, we can really pretty much, if you guys want to listen to the sound of a 22-year-old going nuts on Xbox, we can do that. All those relaxing sounds.
Who is it? Hey, who is it? No, I'm not talking about Rachel. No, but who's thankful for you?
You want a donut? I don't know if I've ever just all of a sudden wanted a donut. Well, maybe, I don't know. That doesn't, I mean, I'll be like, oh, I want Mexican food, or, you know, but I don't know. Maybe I have done that about a donut. Now, if someone says, oh, would you like a donut? Then I'm like, oh yeah, I love donuts. But I started really liking Mexican bread a little more than donuts, just because donuts are so sweet and Mexican bread tends to not be so sweet. I don't think it's any healthier for you. It isn't deep fried, but I don't think it's, you know, significantly different in calories and sugar, but I just like the taste of it with coffee. It's so yummy. I think they're sound machines. I just play mine on the computer, and you know, I stream on my phone, so it's right, my phone is right here, and it just picks up the sound from the computer speakers. So lovely. They're all gonna be gone really soon. I tried to catch Sammy's live stream this morning, but I was trying to figure out I'm pretty anal about my budget, my finances. They have to be in perfect order. I've kept them on, kept my records on a program on my computer since 2004, I think. And, it has all it just has everything. It has all my bills in there, and then it has, my transfers, or, what I like to do every month. And so it has to balance to the penny, or I can't rest until it's fixed. And it wasn't not balanced, but I'd forgotten what I had done in the past I thought I had I think I had oh, you had donuts and you went to go get one. Got you. I was thinking that you were just out of the blue saying, oh, I want a donut. And then you were thinking, well, how am I going to go get one? No donut places are probably open. Anyway, I thought I had overlooked something. And so I thought my account was messed up. And it wasn't, once I figured it all out. But I spent the greater part of the morning. Well, I didn't even wake up until 10 because I didn't go to sleep until, well, I guess I woke up at 9:30 because I didn't even go to sleep until 4. I kind of laid there in bed for a little bit, but I was out of bed well before 10. But I had woken up about 9:30, and then I pretty much spent the better part of the morning on the computer trying to figure out what the heck I did. Oh, last one. I've already been on here almost an hour and I've colored some leaves. That's it. And I've yawned about 50 times. It's funny how I started off doing light layers. Did you notice that? I was doing light layers and holding my pencil nice and far away. And now I'm like, I just want to get it colored. I want to get these leaves done and switch pencils. And now I'm just going in there. Thank you. Yeah, I've had my account hacked twice, and it was way back, but it was back when they used to print, your account number on receipts, your credit card or your ATM number, or and then one time I had mailed bills and put them in the outgoing mail, which it was just an open, an open area in our at our mailboxes in an apartment building I lived in. There was only 4 of us, but someone had stolen my mail, my outgoing mail, and so not only had my rent check not made it to pay my rent, but they had stolen my account number and then used my account number to pay bills online. They paid bills like their electricity bill. How stupid can you be to pay your electric bill with somebody else's account? Like, they're going to know who you are, stupid. That's where you go, buy things, or, you don't go pay your own personal bills with them. It was just so stupid. But someone had, I got a call from Bose Stereo, and they said, oh, we're gonna deliver your package on such and such a date. And I'm like, excuse me, what package? And they said someone's name. So they obviously knew I went to work every day, and they were just gonna watch the house and wait for the package to be delivered and steal it off my porch. Now, this was way back before porch pirates, before people really ordered online and stuff a lot, and people were stealing packages. So from then on, I did most of everything online, and I had already been getting direct deposit for my checks. I mean, I got those back in the 80s from when I had oh yeah, now I do, but this was an old apartment, and this was in 2000, 2001. It was 2000, actually. And it might have been the beginning part of 2001. But I have had direct deposit since I was in the Army in 86. So I was used to that. And I don't think it was heard of in the private world, or the public world, other than the military, in a while. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to do the rest of these with. We'll just use Prismacolors. I already have them sitting here because I was doing something with them. I can't believe how tired I feel. I'm actually gonna go make myself another cup of tea. Maybe I just need to wake up a little. I'll let you guys look at my hedgie. He's filled with beans or something, and you can put him in the microwave, which is really sad to see his little face in the microwave. But and then he's a heating pad. I'll be right back. My water is out. I'll be right back. So I'll have to get up in a few minutes because the tea is brewing. Isn't he so cute? Yeah, he's all soft, and it's so sad though to see him in the microwave. He sits here on my desk. My son gave him to me. He knows how much I love hedgehogs. Oh, it's just a lazy day. You know, we can like our own videos. I think it's funny. Because it's a moist heating pad. You know, like you could heat up rice. It's got like, it's either got beans in it or some kind of, excuse me, I have the hiccups now. Some kind of natural beans or rice, or I guess you can use barley, and then they heat up, and then it's moist heat. Yeah, it's so sad to watch his little face go round and round. It reminds me of when my oldest son was little. I had bought him a Cabbage Patch doll, and it was one of those beanbag filled Cabbage Patch. And his name was Dave, and he was so adorable. He had just this little tuft of blonde hair on top and big blue eyes, you know, just like my son. And but he would get filthy, and so I would stick him in the washing machine. Well, he floated because of his head, and he would always turn face up, and I'd have to take a broomstick and push him down in the water. And he'd be looking at me with those big blue eyes and his little crooked smile, and I'd be pushing him down in the soapy water with the broomstick, and he'd pop back up with his face all looking at me, and I just felt like I was murdering him. It was terrible, but I'd crack up because he'd always pop back up in the washer all happy. And then I'd poke him back down again to get him to, you know, get some soap and swishing in him. And then he'd pop back up again. It was pretty hysterical. Little Dave. He's still around somewhere. I think he might be in my storage. Andrew played with him, but I don't think she took it to New Zealand. And so it's got to be in the storage. I have a storage locker. We have a few things in because when she moved out, we had quite a bit of furniture, and I had bought all brand new furniture when I moved into this apartment because they were still living at the, you know, I left the house we were all living in, and I moved here. I had to get away from the husband, and yeah, it was pretty funny, Tammy. It was murder of a Cabbage Patch cutie. But he was little. He was only about this long. I got one for Catalina. It's a cow. It's all dressed in a cow costume, and it's so cute. But it's the beanbag one, and it's made for younger children. It doesn't have any removable parts or anything. Super adorable. Oh, there's my tea. Hold on, I'll be back again. Well, guys, I actually think I'm going to go because now that Now that I got up to get my tea, I got to go to the bathroom, and I don't think people are needing as much live streaming today, which is actually a good thing. Either they're all sleeping out of depression, or they all have things to do with family or friends, and that's wonderful. So I am gonna go for now. I will finish this up on live stream. I'm not going to do any of it. We'll get on again. Maybe I'll come on later, and we'll see if more people want to join us, and maybe I won't be so yawny. But it was great that you guys were here. I'm so glad you guys came on. Thank you so much, and you guys take care. Have a great day, and maybe I'll come on in a few hours, and I'll probably use some Prismacolors on this. So I don't know what I have all over me, but it's everywhere. I have white stuff all over me. Oh, it's probably Greek yogurt. I'm such a slob. All right, guys, take care. You guys stay sexy. I'll talk to you guys soon.